guys, welcome back to Hardcore Timberland. I'm Risen32. We seem to be doing pretty good here. This doesn't seem to be so hardcore yet. It's going to ramp up, right? It's got to. Well, things are going good. Guys, if you do enjoy this episode, as always, hit that thumbs up button, comment below, and maybe consider subscribing to the channel as well. So we've got 9 beavers ticking over. We've got a little bit of extra food and ingredients and resources. We're low on logs, but that's always going to be the case, I think, on this season. And we've got a decent water supply as well. Why are we low on logs? Because we're not planting them quick enough. Oh, they're starting to grow now. Okay, so we are coming through. Our logs are coming through. That's fine. And we've been building pretty hard. Now, I noticed something at the I noticed something at the end of the last episode. Is that if we build these, the water's just going to pour off the edge here. So we have a little bit of a situation for us on the hands. Easy fix is we just need to get ourselves a little floodgate in here like so, and we're going to make these super important to build. Now we are going to need to put in not a dam. We're going to need to put in one of these little platforms, as you're going to be really important as well. So we need to kind of get these built before everything. So let's just drop these down like so, and that'll be good. And then we can get this done, and that will mean that we can keep the water in this area. But all in all, I think we're doing pretty good. Like, I do want to work towards, I think we need more, like we need bigger water storage essentially, because we know the droughts are going to be long. So I want to start working towards that in this episode, and once we've got that, hopefully we can go for a bigger population. And at the moment I'm hesitant to do that, so it's going to be quite strenuous on us, but we've got a couple of projects on the go, so we need to get those finished before we move along. Okay, we have another drought starting, and this looks like a pretty big one. This is a 20-dayer. That's punchy indeed. Okay, good job. We are going to hold a little bit more water back. It would have been nice to finish in this, but we're going to hold more than we held before, and this is all good. Should have raised these. That was a schoolboy Ribson. Okay, nonetheless, once we get this chap here built, everything's going to be a bit better. That might cost us not holding those. I think we should be okay. Right, let's just prepare for the dry season. Let's turn off our pumps. We've got 285 water. We've got 10 beavers. We've got 9 working beavers, so we're almost back at full populations. This is going to be a good test to see how many beavers will survive. We can turn the pumps on if we need to, but once we get to like day 10, as long as we've got more than 150 water, we know we're going to be okay. And we'll check that. Maybe we look at that. So we've got 300 actually, so like a third. So if we take it to like 13 days left, 14 days left, and as long as we've got about 200, we should be okay. I think we are breeding as well. I don't want to turn this off. I want to keep that going if we can, but hopefully our beavers should be able to our trees should keep growing. This is all going to settle in, so we might actually, if we can survive this, end up in a lot better position. If we can get this here just to be pure water, I feel like we're going to be living the dream a little bit more, and hopefully get the pump up here as well. We should be good. What's going in there? Oh, we're not going to be making any planks, so that is going to be a problem. We're going to have to turn a pump on. Water is at a premium for us. We've got what, 219 water left. We've only gone through a quarter of the days, and we've gone through more than a quarter of our water, I think, roughly. So we do have a bit of water there, so this should hopefully, I think that's going to hopefully get us through. I've paused the floodgate construction as it seems to block everything else, just while we get all this dam down here. We should be able to get built by the end of the flood as well, which would be perfect. Just water's becoming an issue for us. I don't want to pause the breeding bins, but it might be a good idea, you know. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna pause it just because we need to save the water. We're up at 11 beavers, or 9 beavers and 2 children, so we're definitely more productive, and we're feeling that on our water reserves here. Hopefully we can, we should be able to, once we get everything gone through. How are we doing for planks? Right, so we've got 13 logs in our lumber mill. Actually, we can turn you off and get the other guy out and about doing stuff. That's what we want. Let's unpause you. I guess we don't have space for you that, but have we got someone doing science now? We do. Excellent. Okay, that's good. So we've got more science coming in. We've got 139 science, which means we could probably just prepare. It's going to be a while until we actually build this, though. We don't need that, do we? I'm in the wrong place. What we want is the gear workshop, and we can put you in there. Excellent, done. So you'll go like so. That's a long way down the list, but at least we know where that's going to go now. We have that in there, because what that will let us do is that's going to enable us to get the the medium tank, which is 120, and that's just going to help with our water storage, and that's exactly what we want. So I think if we can get this, fill our water up, we should be okay. It's going to be, I think we're going to be all right. We just need to manage it a bit more. I've just noticed something, which is going to be a little bit of a problem for us. The fermenter over here, this requires power to do things. We don't have power here, so we need to rip this building down, as it isn't going to make sense to be there. We can use those resources elsewhere, fortunately, and we need to then, I think we just need a temporary location for it. We've got planks and our gears there, so I ideally it would have been nice to attach it to it, but I don't think we're going to be able to. But what we could do is, if we get the fermenter like here, would that work? Yeah, I'm going to put you there, and then I know we've got a lot being built at the moment, and then we put you here and that there. We've now got a nice little power triangle here. That's going to give us food, which we can use elsewhere, which is really important to us. They're quite far down the list. That is a production, but that's fine because we need to get up there, Bill. We've nearly got the area down to get this bad water cut off, which is going to be excellent. Once we get this finished, it'll be perfect. And then that's just going to keep this area clean. We're a bit low on wood at the moment, but that's to be expected. We've got plenty of logs knocking around here though, haven't we? Oh, no, they're just plants. Okay. Oh, and some logs. Yeah, so those logs are going to go in. How's this chap doing here? You're ready to go. So we just need 3 planks for our floodgate over here, and then these chaps will be built, and hopefully we should be able to retain that water, and then we wouldn't be having the problem that we're facing right now, in that we've got 200 water to survive 10 days, and I'm not completely convinced that's enough, but we shall find out. Well, we have just scraped through that. We've got 13 water left. We really need this dam to be built up there. That's going to be super important for us. Let's turn the pumps back on. Let's get making some planks. So we should be able to get this the floodgate finished pretty quickly. I mean, it just requires 3 planks. We have the wood in there. You could, something that is doing well though is we are holding water here, so we are able to grow plants all the time. So this should fill up pretty quickly. We're down to 7 water, and then it will all just come flooding through here. Perfect. Good, 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 good. And once we get this working, that will be great. We will change all these out. We are under a bit of pressure here though to get this all done. I'm wondering, I'm in 2 minds at the moment. I think we do need more water. More water storage is definitely something we want. So we can do that in this area here, I think. We just put another couple down because we are going to move into this area. So we may as well have the water here. And we're going to make these a pretty high priority as well. It's another 90 water. I think that was the difference for that time there. So we will make these like that, and cool. And that will be good. And they'll be done. And then, are you spinning? Excellent. We've got somebody working in there. I do not. Why not? Oh, we need to manage our beavers here. Okay, let's turn someone off you. Were you getting there now? Excellent. Okay, good. We're down to 6 beavers, so we need to turn our breeding pool back on and get that going. So we definitely need to make it so that we can keep that breeding pod on for the whole of these long droughts. Otherwise, we're not going to have a population left. We're going to dip. We're probably going to drop down to about 4, maybe 3 beavers as a result of this. So as long as we can get this dam built, that's going to be something that we really need. I don't want 2 workers in there. Let's get people working elsewhere. And we should get some planks into there pretty quickly. We're just going to get the planks out, as we've got no logs in there. Why have we got no logs in there? They usually fill it full of logs. Okay, well, we've got a tree cutter anyway, so we will get these trees chopped down. So it's not going to be the end of the world. We will get this done. We will survive. Well, I hope we will survive. Oh, excellent. We've got that. We've finally got that done. We're having a bit of a flood. Is that just a temporary flood? It's a temporary flood. Okay, good. Oh, panic over. Right, so this is working properly now. So this is going to stay nice and full. So we just want to do some priorities over here. I want to get you built, and this pump here is super important, I think, now after seeing what happens in the last long drought. So that's going to give us, that's going to give us a decent amount of water. We'll have a little bit of space at the bottom for when we've done it, which should be perfect. And these just require logs. We have logs coming. Excellent. So we should be okay. And then we'll do these. Oh, it's catch-22 now, isn't it? We'll do them after. We'll see what the game thinks. We've got plenty. We've got, what, 8, 16? We've got a good amount of logs coming through. Once we can dam this off, though, we're going to have good water storage, which is really important for us. Having the water storage itself, I think, is going to save us a little bit. And then we can get the dam done. Yeah, I think we're doing it in the right order. Get the water storage done. And looking at this, there's an opportunity for us possibly to grow trees in this area up here. and have another tree farm, but we don't have the people for that. I don't want to. We could even move our actual tree farm over there. Something for us to think about. Okay, well, let's think about it and see if we make a decision. It's drought time again. It's not too bad this time though. It's only 8 days. I think this should be fine. We've got our pump built. This dam is now functional, and look, I remembered to lift our floodgates. So this is all working perfectly. This is a good amount of water we got storage there. That's going to help us. I'm going to... How are we doing for water? We've got 248. I'm going to turn these pumps off and just leave the one on over there, as that's what it's intended for. And then we can keep the water here. And hopefully we will get some people chopping wood and possibly... Where are they all running to? Well, I would hope... Yeah, we've got one person building. Okay, good. I do want someone into the... I don't want a forester, though. Maybe we do this the other way, actually. Let's pause you as well. And then we should get a forester, right? Yeah, good. Okay. And then once we plant these logs, it makes sense to just chuck this forester back on there. At least logs. They're not logs, are they? I guess they're going to be logs. But no, once we planted the trees, then it makes sense to throw them back onto the pub, as we've got enough water to last for that. And then we should be able to get everything built that we need building over here. So we should be able... We're sitting pretty good. And maybe we'll even finish our bad water redirects over here. And then we can start thinking about the next phase for our dams. Homes will get built eventually. They've been without them for quite a while, but they're coming. And that will make them more productive, so it's only going to help us in the long run, right? So these are all good things. We're surviving. I feel like we're just ahead of the curve, and we're going to have to stay ahead of that. Otherwise, we're going to run out of food and water. We've just got through another drought without any problems. I mean, actually, without any problems this time. We've cruised through it, no problems. That is making me feel a lot more comfortable. Right, let's turn our pumps back on, and there we go. Actually, we probably don't need the third pump on. Let's keep you off. Actually, we've got 6 beavers. We've got 5 adults, 1 child. But oh, look at that! Just in time, the water it turned off. The water finished, and it's come back down here. So we shouldn't have anyone in our forester. We don't have a logger at the moment, but that isn't an issue. I don't think. We need you elsewhere, right? You're in all the important places. Yeah, we've got plenty of logs stored up. But look at this. Look at this. We've finally got our barracks built, and the benefits to this, it means that our beaver has 10% working speed increase and 5% movement in speed. That is just gonna... surprisingly, that's gonna make more of a difference than we realised. And getting these extra storages up here as well, it's more places to store our food. We still need to cook things, don't we? But that's going to be fine. We are going to store the fermented ones over here as well. I think that's kind of where we are next. We need to... we're going to park this for a little bit, because water storage is just what we need to go for all the time here. We've got to keep getting more and more water. And I think that's the more and more water. Yeah, that's what we need to do straight away, is think about the next stage. And I'm thinking, here, we go right to there is going to be the best spot for that. We can come across here, like so, and that'll be perfect for it. That gives us a good space for water here, and I think we'll even plan to go double high on it. But for the moment, we'll put you there just for the ease of planning, I think. Yeah, we can go like this and like that. This is going to be our next step in the water storage chain. And what I want to do in here is I want to get floodgates in rather than keep using... Well, we could put 1 level in it as well. Oh, look at that. Beavers at level 5. We could put 1 level down the bottom and then floodgates on top, potentially. That is something we could do. What probably would make sense for us to do is to block it like this. And we can actually put in front of it. This is another project that we've got on the go, but this one's a little bit more important. We've got 40 logs. Like, our trees are now, like, they're producing. It's good. It's working. I want to get this area first finished. That's just going to make our beavers happy, work faster, and this is all going to feed into stuff. We do think about food. Actually, food is a good point. So we now have storage for these chaps. What else have we got that we could plant that's going to help be good for us? So a soybean. What do we do with soybeans? Let's have a look. Soybeans, I think, are pressed as well, no? No, oil, soybeans, yep. And they're turned into fermented soybeans. So we have to submit... No, seeds. Oh, no. Algae. So we can do hydroponic gardens, but that's going to be really expensive. Factories beyond us. So can they eat... How do I know what they can eat? What can they eat? We should look in... No, that's not the button I wanted. This one. What can they eat? They can eat corn rations, eggplant rations, algae rations. Mangrove fruits is something else they can eat. Oh, okay. That might be something... What do we need for mangrove fruits then? mangrove fruits come in here, do they? Is that right? Mangroves. This needs to be planted. It's an aquatic plant that must be planted in water. Oh, that is perfect then. So this here, we could turn into that. Right, okay, let's cancel all the trees that grow here, and we can use this as mangroves, and this will be additional food for us. I think that makes sense, because then we can grow more trees up here. Right, well then this is going to turn out to be a wasted area. Is it? I'm just thinking at the moment, that's what I'm doing. How far do you reach? You reach to there. That's not bad, actually. Okay, right, so what I want to do then is we're going to block all of this up to here and along there. That one there, this one here, and then we're going to put a little levee here. A levee? Yeah, why can't I say it? And then what we're going to do is we're going to plant mangroves into here. What? Oh, because we've got trees there, yeah. And when these guys have all gone, this is going to be Mangrove City, which would be perfect for us, I think. That'll give us good food. How do we gather mangroves, though? Aquatic plant. I'm assuming this might be done by a gatherer. If that's the case, we may move our berry collection over here and move the gatherer over to this side. But let's get it built first. I say that. Let's get this area built, because this is also more water storage, isn't it? I think this is the most important part now. Let's get this planned, and then we can get mangroves in. That's going to give us food, and this is going to lead to us expanding. I think we just came up with a plan. Here we go. Another drought. This one's only 11 days, so this shouldn't be too bad. But like we're pretty. 11 days is pretty easy for us now, so we're doing okay. We're settling in quite nicely. That we will get a. I'm still conscious of the fact that we're going to get a big one thrown at us at some stage. Something we are starting work on is our gear workshop. That requires what? 25 planks. Okay. Well, that's going to be done. We're going to have to turn our plank making machine on beforehand, but I want to get the fermenter and stuff constructed too. That's quite important. And we made good progress down here as well. It's taken a little while. We've dropped down to 5 adults and 1 child beaver. So I've just still got the breeding pod on all the time. We don't want our water pumps here on. I'm going to keep one of them on in the lake. We're calling it the big lake. We'll keep you going, as that should be good for us. This is nice and full, so by the time we've gone through that, it should be fine. And that means we should have people planting. No, we've got someone chopping trees down. Perfect, good. We've got plenty of trees to chop, so yeah, get in there, get stuck in, get chopping in. So we haven't had a bad tide yet. Well, we had one at the start of the last episode. We must be due one soon. That's what I'm thinking. Look at all these trees growing. We're probably going to have this built by the end of the dry period. Probably won't. We don't have the beavers. But, you know, a man can hope. Yeah, we bossed that. We're good. We got through. 10 days is nothing now. Something also that I've noticed, 10 days is about a block for one pump in this little, like, one block down. That's about a block, isn't it? It's about a block for this pump to drop down in there. So we know that now. We've maybe got 20. If we lift this, we've got about 15 days worth of water coming from here. So that's good to know. So we can use that as a similar measurement once we get this side up and running as well, which is a little way off, as we're still working over here, but trees run out. But that's how it's going to be with this, which is why I'm leaning more and more towards getting tree production up. I say over there, but with this dam, when we fill this dam up, I don't think there's any need to do that. I mean, these trees aren't too far off. 75%, 40%. 78%. I planted the mangroves here. Something I noticed in this, and I didn't see it before, but when we look at the mangroves, is that 10 days for 2 logs, and then 10 more days for the mangroves things, whereas the pine trees is 12 days for 2 logs. I didn't realize that. That's good to know, actually, because what that means is these oaks here, we'll clear them once they've grown. They're not far off, are they? No. Once they've grown, we will then clear them out, and that'll be perfect. We can put mangroves here, and we'll still harvest them, and there'll be a slightly quicker wood production for us. I didn't realize that. That's good to know, those sort of things. Learning, aren't we? I pay attention, you see. In regards to everything else, not much progress has been done. We're still sitting pretty good. We just waited that drought out. Did quite a lot of building down here. We're gonna press on a little bit. Our water is fine. We've got 316, so I think I'm gonna turn 1 pump on, and that should be enough. Running 2 pumps should be enough to fill these. Actually, we should, yeah, it's enough to fill the water tanks we have. I am worried about a longer drought coming, so I think we should plan to have a few more of these smaller ones just placed in, just so that we've got an increase, and plus our population is growing as well, isn't it? So we should at least have them setup as well. And what we will do is we will make these a little priority. So we're going to build this wall first, probably those, and then onto this area here. And that's kind of exactly what we want to be doing. Do you have logs in here? You don't. Okay. We do need to get some planks made, but maybe we get all this constructed first. Yeah, I think so. You're saying you can't build it? Oh, okay. Well, we'll figure out how to get to this one. Maybe it won't get built and we'll just use you here. We'll figure it out. We could use our brains. That is for sure. But I think we're in quite a good position here. I think what I'm going to do for the next episode, I'm aware that we're doing quite short cuts and I don't mind that. How are you guys finding it? If that's not a problem for you, we can keep it like that. But I think I'm going to run it on. I want to get this area built for the next episode. So we've at least got this wall done at this area, this extra food. And then we can look at our options in regards to expanding. Like, are we going to be able to expand? I want to. I'm just really cautious because I know there's worse weather coming in. So maybe it's time we try and get bigger water storage unlocked and bigger pumps. But on that note, guys, that's all for the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, hit that thumbs up button, comment below, and maybe consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. All right, guys, take care. Ciao.